Apologies for some of the technical difficulties we're having. We'll get you back here now for third period action of Ice Dons hockey here on the Notre Dame Ice Dons Broadcast Network, brought to you by the Illinois Media School. I'm Ryan Fahey with you as it's a 2-1 Ice Dons lead, and away we go. Ice Dons going left to right just like they were for period one. Mount Carmel right to left on your screen. Spencer Shackmuth with control of the puck. Shots on goal 21-6 in favor of Notre Dame. As it hitting off the far corner, it goes to Spanos. As now a turnaround shot going just wide. That was John Curtin. Got that through quite a bit of traffic out in front as that went off the point. It goes back to Curtin. It hits off the behind portion of the cage. As now Jeremy Langbine trying to flip it up ahead to Zorn, who's going to go off for a change. As McKiernan lays out a big hit. Now McKiernan finds Jeremy Langbine. Centering pass looking for Cole. Doesn't get to him, though. This one, Michael Langbine has to go all the way back to play. Now Liam McKiernan. This one will race all the way back in. And playing that one is Jacob Cronin. This one, the pass they were looking up for Vittoro, but it's going to go down for an icing. So now we'll have this one go back into the Mount Carmel end of things. Coleman will take the draw for the Ice Dons. Now to Michael Langbine, shot from the point. It's blocked out in front. Now Coleman. Coleman will leave this one back to Podgorny. Podgorny with that hit off the side of the post. The whistle goes as the net came undone. So we'll have another face-off in the same circle yet again. Coleman to take the draw. Now to Langbine. Michael Langbine gets it down deep to Podgorny. Now set up for Coleman, and they hit off the right pad of Cronin, and wide it goes. Now Langbine. Michael Langbine leaves that one off there for Palacios. Lempa up ahead. And that's going to be an offsides. 14:45 to play here in our third period. 2-1 our score. Notre Dame over Mount Carmel here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. JV won game one of our doubleheader earlier. The Ice Dons won it 4-1 in the JV contest we had for you a few short hours ago. As off the faceoff, McMaster circles it back into his own end. Rashke now with it. Psycho dumping it on in. Now for Schrantz. Schrantz and Psycho battling in the near corner boards. Caravan coming away with it. As this one dumped in as Keene comes out of his net to play it. McMaster eventually comes away with the puck, and this one he tries to clear out, can't. Shot from the far point goes wide. Psycho will get it out to neutral ice. And a quick dump back in as it goes to Rashke, who then will go to Greif. Greif off the near boards, takes a funny hop as he wanted to get that one to Psycho, but nobody there. Now it's Greif to McKiernan. That was DiFilippo now. That one hit off the near official in front of us. as now it's Allen. And the puck stopped after a Keene save. As off the draw, it's Jeremy Langbein with control. Tries to go for a shot in, but it's blocked aside by Brett Wiseman. So now I have 13 minutes to play here in our third period of action. 2-1 Notre Dame. Official got taken down in that far corner as the scuffle continued for the puck. As now Zorn comes away with it. Jeremy Langbein trying to wind up for a shot, and it gets out to his brother Michael. Meanwhile, now back the other way. Here come the Caravan on a breakaway opportunity, and a penalty is going to come up. They're going to get that on Palacios, who was trying to come back and trail defensively. So he'll be off, sent for a couple. So a power play here from Mount Carmel. Taking the draw here will be Curtin, as he'll be alongside Coleman. So 5-on-4 here for the Caravan. As Coleman off the draw, he clears it on down. Caravan now look to counterattack. Wiseman into the zone. As he leaves this one off at the left point as he found that one to Shack move. Rink wide pass, nobody home on it, but hot to handle. And this one is going to go out at neutral ice, and Mount Carmel's going to have to reset. 1:25 remaining on their power play. As this one cleared back down by the Ice Dons. Penalty kill rather successful tonight. Not giving up many shots shorthanded are the Ice Dons. Now Michael Langbein back in his own end for Liam McKiernan. And McKiernan will saucer that one out, as there's 55 now remaining on this power play. Now McMaster leaving it up for McKiernan, who tees off for a shot. And that hits high up in towards the rafters, and it fell right in front of Jacob Cronin. That one had some hang time up in the air. As we'll have to draw the far left wing circle. McMaster loses the battle there. And player, it looked like he got tripped up. No call, we play on. As the puck will flip in towards the area of Keene, who makes the stop. 33 seconds remaining on the Mount Carmel power play. And we had the senior night festivities for you earlier here on the Ice Dons Broadcast Network. Alongside our director, Tim Helms, and AJ Scalze with our camera operations, I'm Ryan Fahey with you here. Spagoni with a power wraparound along the boards to try to clear. Didn't. There's just 25 still remaining on the 5-on-4 for the Caravan. Smith whips on the pass attempt, then finally does it the second time. As now a teed up shot there off the side as Keene made the first stop, and the second chance goes away, and the Ice Dons clear. And that is going to finish off the Mount Carmel power play, both teams at full strength. A flip in and a centering pass as Keene ran into. Going to be incidental contact as the net came undone. So a near left wing circle draw with 10:28 to play in our third period. Rather, they're actually going to have this one come outside the blue line for the faceoff. Curtin to take the draw alongside Zorn. And neutralize the Caravan, try to play it forward and can't. As the Ice Dons get it right back. Now to Greif, who leaves it to Spanos left side. Now to Michael, or I should say Jeremy Langbine. Jeremy Langbine, oh, he takes an awkward hit into the boards in front of us. Gets up okay, though. As McKiernan lays on a hit of his own. As we now have 10 minutes to go here in the third. 2-1 Notre Dame. And we'll have JV action for you for a late Wednesday night puck drop. 9:30 p.m. when Bennett Academy comes to town. For the final CCHL action of the 2018-19 season. As the feed gets out to neutral ice again. This one gets through everybody. As both sides will make some changes. This one flipped out as they were looking there for Coleman. Apologize for some of the technical difficulties we've been having. Glad you're with us here on the Ice Dons Broadcast Network. 2-1 our score. Goals from McMaster and Jeremy Langbine have been the difference as a stop is made by Cronin. And one goal unassisted, Ryan Rennerson from Mount Carmel puts us at a 2-1 lead with just over 9 minutes to play here in the third period. Podgorny off the draw, it's one. It goes to O'Kane. Michael Langbine tees up for a shot that deflects wide off of a skate. Looks like a hit off of Podgorny. Yes, with some speed the other way, Adam Fitch at the left side. That hit off in front off the side of the post. And now it'll be the Ice Dons trying to counter. It's Podgorny the other way. His shot. That deflects wide. As O'Kane chips it in deeper. No ice down really around to try to make the play develop. As now to go to Coleman at the far point. Coleman bodied off as that was Patrick Haurila who canceled that out. And a good interception. McMaster waiting for his guy to get on side, but he did not wait long enough. If he had waited maybe a split second later, that would have been an onside play. As that chance gets immediately stopped because of the offsides. 8:17 to go here in the third, 2-1 Ice Dons. Spanos will ring it in. McMaster trying to make a play on it. No, Pettis will get all the way into the wheelhouse of Keene, who makes the save. And I think are they going to signal a penalty after the play had ended? And it looks like they may be. And I think they are. That's going to be on number 44, Gino Gazzillo, who's going to get called for it. So now it'll be an Ice Dons power play. As we're going to take one more look at it, although he may have been pushed from behind by an Ice Don player. Looks like that may have been Frank Greif that kind of initiated the contact to happen. So it'll be a 5-on-4 advantage. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third. As now we get things settled, we now begin with this Notre Dame power play. Greif, Podgorny, O'Kane, McKiernan, and Coleman out there. The 5 on the man advantage as Devlin O'Kane works behind the net, leaving that one off for Greif, who's really got to hustle to get that one at the far point. Gets it back to O'Kane. Leaving it for Podgorny, whose backhand shot hits off the side of the pads. Still trying to make a second chance on it, and it goes into the back of the net. A power play goal for the Ice Dons makes it 3-1. Take a look as Podgorny just kept chipping away at it. I can't see if he's going to be the one that gets the goal. And it looks like that it's either his goal or McKiernan's. Or actually, it may be Devin Coleman, actually. They may be giving that to Devin Coleman, but the officials are convening here because the net came undone when the initial goal had been signaled. But I think the goal is going to stand. Mount Carmel trying to plead its case. So I think it's going to stand. And actually, there's going to be a timeout called, I believe, on Mount Carmel, we'll say. As the Mount Carmel coaching staff not pleased with the fact that the play hadn't stopped because the net came undone before they had initialized the goal. We can let's get one more look at this. As you're going to see Podgorny chip away at it. As, let's see, when does net come undone? That's simultaneous. That's hard to tell. You see there, great look from our camera. That's right on the red line. And just as the puck seems to go into the back of the net is when the net comes undone. So that's a bang-bang call by the officials to have to make. So the goal is going to stand. It is going to be 3-1 Ice Dons, and a penalty comes out of it as that shot there goes wide. That's going to be on the Mount Carmel bench. So they'll have a player from their bench serve it. So it's still a power play, or rather a second one, for the Ice Dons. As we'll give Dylan Coleman the power play goal credit to make it 3-1 as we now have 7 minutes to go. Crazy sequence there on that last goal that was scored. Great look and great action taken by our replay operator, Tim Helms, to really show us that one in slow motion to kind of aid in favor of the officials to perhaps say that was a either way call. As Podgorny goes to the left side for O'Kane as that one is blocked to the side by Cronin. And he looked behind him after he made the initial stop to make sure it didn't go 5-hole. As he did make the stop, still 1:09 remaining on the Ice Dons power play. .6:38 to play here in regulation. Far right corner battle, or left corner that is about 5 players trying to get the puck out, and it'll skitter out to O'Kane. Now for Greif, whose shot is gloved up by Cronin. Puck now at 6:23. And make sure you stay up late with us Wednesday when we'll have JV action at 9:30 in CCHL action when the Bennett Red Wings will come to town for a 9:30 p.m. puck drop. So stay up late with us here on the Ice Dons Broadcast Network on Wednesday night. Little Wednesday night rivalry action here in the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Make sure you maybe take a quick afternoon nap to stay awake with us. As O'Kane. Devlin O'Kane skating around for Podgorny now to Michael Langbine. 17 left on the power play. O'Kane skates around the net. 10 left on the man advantage to Podgorny. O'Kane with the final few seconds ticking off on the man advantage. O'Kane's going to rip a shot off. Hits off the right shoulder. It looked like a Cronin. Michael Langbine with another one as it goes wide, and we're going to get a penalty. Penalty, another one to Mount Carmel. That shot is ripped in. Liam McKiernan. What accuracy. 4-1 Ice Dons. Taking a look as you see the penalty right there. Actually, let's back that up real quick if we can. Before that shot, as we go in reverse here, as you're going to see right there. Oh, that's yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that at all. As you see, that was McKiernan who got his head and mask just, or I should say Podgorny get that ticked away. And then McKiernan just rips it to the short side of Cronin to make it 4-1 with just over 5 minutes to play. As Shackman's going to go off now for a couple. Or rather, is it going to – actually, I don't think it should be a penalty, or they call it, and they're going to actually say that's it for him tonight. He's not happy about that one. So that'll do it for Spencer Shackmuth, who slams the glass in frustration after leaving the rink. And that'll be the end of his Sunday night here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. As now it'll go to Spanos. Frustration mounting on the Mount Carmel side. And it all began with that goal earlier that we gave credit to Dylan Coleman, in which it went into the back of the net, but it was also when the net had come undone. Mount Carmel said it should have been no goal because the net came undone, but after we saw our replays of it, it looked rather simultaneous as to when the puck crossed the red line into the net as it was coming undone. It's really a split-second decision by the officials. You can't really fault them for going one way or the other. In that instance, it wasn't clear whether the net came undone before the puck went in and vice versa. As Michael Langbein gets battled off at the near right point as he dumps it back in. As we approach 4 minutes to go here in the third, 4-1 Notre Dame. Looking to complete the doubleheader sweep of Mount Carmel tonight. Mentioned JV1 earlier by the score that we've got right now at 4-1. As Frank Greif, the captain, off the glass. Kept in nicely, though, by Wiseman. Point shot in and a point save made from Keene. Take one more look at that. As you see, Greif try to go off the glass with it. And a great keep it from Wiseman, who had a lot of room in front of him to get the shot off. But it's Keene who stands tall. Centering pass. Who that went through Keene? I don't even think he saw it coming. As now with the shot there, and did Keene make the stop? Yes, he did. He didn't initially think he did, but he'll take the save nevertheless. With just under 3:40 to go. Ice Dons make some changes as Coleman now will take the draw. And Keenan will immediately make the stop. So we're back to the same spot as we were about 5 seconds ago. Off the battle, Ice Dons win the draw. Podgorny lost his stick. Big battle for it here. As this one, it just skips just wide, and we're going to get a stoppage of play as it hit the netting above the glass. As we'll take one more look at that, as you see, they're roughing with the shoulders there as this one then skips up into the netting. And out of play, left wing circle draw now as this one, good pickup there from Michael Langbein. And now off the boards, it's O'Kane. Devlin O'Kane gets upended. O'Kane is trying to make the play back in behind the net, but couldn't. Mount Carmel now will look to counter. Wiseman, that shot's blocked in front. Devlin O'Kane. Michael Langbein trying to play it out ahead. In the battle near left corner boards. Out to the point, kept in nicely, that's Smith. And he'll go back in to dump it in yet again. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. As I believe it actually may have skipped up into the netting right above where the battle was occurring. So the faceoff will come outside the blue line. Dump in as Keene goes out of his net to play it. Rings it clockwise around the boards. Mount Carmel staying with it though. As Schrantz now will get it out. Schrantz the other way. Nice stick handles there. Tommy Schrantz with a shot off. Blocked away by Cronin as we approach 2 minutes to go. Greif with the shot. That's too far to his right, wide. As now to Spanos, keeping it back in play. Lempa to chase it. 26-8 in the shots on goal in favor of the Ice Dons tonight. They've just been attacking at Jacob Cronin here tonight. As now for the Caravan, they got a 2-on-1. Pass there, and this one will tally into the back of the net. That'll be Daniel Allen with the goal. And it makes it now a 4-2 difference. So as we get one more look at the goal. You see that one on a 2-on-1. And a timeout's been called on the ice, as the timeout was called by Mount Carmel. 100 seconds remaining here in the third period of action. 4-2 Ice Dons with the lead. Again, as a reminder, once again, we'll have JV action on Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Our latest puck drop start of the season, as we'll be seeing Bennett Academy come to town here to the Mount Prospect Ice Arena, and we'll have that for you right here on the Ice Dons Broadcast Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. And tonight's senior night here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. We had the senior night festivities before our varsity matchup tonight. JV won earlier today against Mount Carmel 4-1. As you take a look at the Ice Dons bench, as they're more so using this to kind of just catch their breath. Mount Carmel trying to draw up a few scenarios with these 100 seconds remaining, down by 2. Now we get back to action. It'll be Zorn and Reinerson at the draw. Mount Carmel trying to get a bounce back in their step as we approach 90 seconds to go. Keene. And now they go with the extra attacker as Cronin comes off. 6 attackers, Mount Carmel. As now Michael Langbine has got the puck. Michael Langbine, he looks up ahead, and he is going to go for the empty net goal, but it's blocked right out in front. That's Carlton Lee. And that one hits off the side of the cage on the second chance. Now Mount Carmel trying to add some offense here with the man advantage in the empty net. Michael Langbine trying to just get it out of his own end. And they get a whistle and I think we're going to get a penalty out of this. So it's, yeah, you got Zorn and Curtin really jawing at it, as Curtin's going to go to the penalty box with a minute remaining. So technically it would be a power play with that cross-check that they called. And that's going to stay empty, so it'll be 5-on-5 technically. Empty net though, Mount Carmel. You've got Coleman, Podgorny, Greif, O'Kane, and McMaster out on the ice for Notre Dame. Right now you've got Reinerson, in addition to Fortier, Fitch, and Lee. As O'Kane off the draw, it'll go to Coleman, then O'Kane again. Again, empty net now with under a minute to go. Notre Dame just probably wanting to do a little keep away in there, and as this shot from long distance, from way downtown, an empty net goal, and that should just about do it. 5-2 Ice Dons. As you'll take a look at the empty net, and you'll see the hot streaking puck come on in just a matter of moments. There it is. 5-2 Ice Dons on the empty netter. So now with that, be officially still a power play goal. Power play empty net goal. Not often do you say that. As this one will be rung on in. Final 40 seconds ticking on down. The crowd out in big forces tonight on senior night. And the Ice Down fans are going to go home very happy as they're going to sweep Mount Carmel here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena on this Sunday, January 27th. Mount Carmel had been trying to battle for better positioning in the CCHL, but with a loss tonight, that's not going to help their cause out as the final 10 seconds will remain. Again, we're back here Wednesday night for JV action against Bennett Academy. As the final seconds are going to tick on down, these seniors are going to end their final home game with a 5-2 victory over Mount Carmel. Fans on their feet in appreciation at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. And they'll be going home happy tonight as they sweep Mount Carmel. JV wins 4-1 and Varsity gets the 5-2 win as both teams will get set to shake hands on the handshake line at center ice. Once again, Wednesday night, we got hockey for you, 9:30 p.m. JV action as the Ice Hounds will be taking on Bennett Academy. For our camera operations tonight from AJ Scalzetti, our replay operator and director Tim Helms, I'm Ryan Fahey signing off. This has been Notre Dame Ice Downs Hockey on the Ice Downs Broadcast Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. See you Wednesday.